Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I pray that God is blessing you real good and that his face is shining upon you today. You know, I've been talking about celebration and the times of celebrating, and I've also shared um, with you about celebrating yourself. It's very important that you celebrate yourself. And you know, that's cliche as you say it all the time. You need to celebrate yourself. Yet we still don't do that. And I'm not talking about streamers and loud noises, and I'm not talking about balloons and cake, even though that's good too and is in moderation. But I'm talking about the action when you celebrate yourself and how you believe in yourself, and not in theory or just in your head, but that you actually follow through on the things that you feel that God has placed in your life to do. There should be some action, and that creates true celebration. How do we celebrate other people? I mean, what does that look like? How does that fit into celebration as a whole? Well, I believe that when you celebrate other people, you celebrate other people because you know how to celebrate yourself. When you know how to celebrate yourself and create action from your celebration of purpose and yourself and all of the things that make you you, the uniqueness of who you are. And that is what's important, is that you can discern how to celebrate another person because you are aware of their unique abilities and their unique way of dealing with responsibility and their unique way of being on this earth. And you like that. And when you see something in someone else that you like, and it's like, I like that. I like how you did that. I like how you said that. That blessed me. That thing that you did, oh my gosh, yes. Now see, that's celebrating someone. But can you say that about yourself? Bridget, the way you thought about that and how you handled that situation, I'm proud of you. Bridget, the way you responded to that rough terrain that you just went through, and you came out kicking, not just kicking, but kicking with a result, meaning you got something out of it. Whether you learned something, you received a product out of it, meaning that you created something based upon the terrain that you were in, or you just changed your mind about something. We can see that in other people. But how do we magnify that? Or how do we make that greater? Since that we are learning how to celebrate ourselves, again, we have the capacity to celebrate others. But if we are trying to celebrate other people and we haven't learned to celebrate ourselves, we're going to find that our celebratory words are null and void, and that they will lack power, and that the pursuit of the other person being celebrated will not feel the authority that you should be walking in. So when you celebrate yourself, you give yourself the right and the capacity to be able to celebrate other people. I find it strange that we do more celebrating of other people than we do of our own selves. So let's fix that. Let's work on that. Let's begin to celebrate ourselves with action attached, connected, with action, and then begin to celebrate other people for the unique things that we see that they can be, say, or do. The unique way that they speak, the unique way that they come across, the unique way, the way they do things in life. It's a beautiful thing. Begin to celebrate that. Give people the room to grow, because you've given yourself room to grow and become. Give others room to grow and become. But there are a few ways that you can celebrate other people, because this is how you celebrate yourself. Give them what they're looking for. You know what you needed in the time that you were probably at your lowest. You know the edification and the confirmation and the encouragement that you needed when you were in a place that was not your best place. What did you need to hear? And if you observe another person, whether close to you or not, and you discern that they need a word of encouragement, give them the thing that you needed, which was a word of encouragement, a word of edification, something that's going to give them hope, help them to be in a position to decide that they don't have to remain where they are. Because someone gave that to you, whether you gave it to yourself and you are the someone, or someone outside of you gave that to you and helped you out of your darkest place. Isn't it great to be able to have the ability to be able to help someone else to be their greatest self? Utilizing your own creativity and your own ways, your own knowledge, do what God has given you to help another. It's a beautiful thing. So that's one way, is to give them what they're looking for because you knew what you were looking for. Second thing that you can do, listen to subtle things that people say. They let you know what they like. They let you know what they're into. They talk about it. Maybe not a lot, but they talk about it. Listen for things that people naturally say or naturally connect themselves to. What do they naturally get excited about? Whatever they naturally get excited about, pay attention to those things. They're telling you without saying, I like this, I like that, and I'm really into that. It don't matter if you're into it or not. It don't matter if they like what you like. It matters not. Make it your business to help someone get through wherever they are by blessing them with something that they like from the place that they like. That's celebrating them, and that's putting action into celebration. Not just saying it, but recognize, I heard what you said. That crept right out your mouth. I know what you like. Therefore, you finna get gotten in such a good way. Make that a daily habit of what you do. Make it something that you always in the mood to bless someone and celebrate someone. Why? Because there's nothing like being celebrated for no reason at all. There is nothing like, I was just thinking about you and I thought I'd pick this up. It's like, wait, what? You were thinking about me? What did I do to cause your life to change for you to think about me? Maybe it is something you said. Maybe it is something you did. Maybe it is something the way that you are, your unique being. And you've embraced it and you blessed someone by it. And that's okay. That is good. So we talked about give them what they're looking for because you know what you were looking for. Listen to subtle cues of things that they say that they like and what they don't like. And pay attention. Just pay attention. I try to do my best to pay attention. Sometimes I miss it. Lord help me. But I try my best to pay attention because I know how I want to be celebrated. And so I try to celebrate others the way they like to be celebrated. And the last one is give them what they need based upon what they love and like. I don't know, sometimes that's hard. We help people try to help people be just like us. And we hope they like the things that we like. And we hope they want to go to places that we want to go. And we expect that they desire and have the utmost joy of the thing that gives us joy. And that is not so. When you love someone, whether it's a stranger or not, because you're supposed to love strangers too. It's a different kind of love, but you should love strangers too. But those that are in your care and those that are strangers too, you should be able to pick up on what they do and don't like. Put your discernment glasses on, put your discernment helmet on, and tap into the realm where the emotions are, the desires are, and the wants and needs. And you're going to find yourself becoming a better person because of it. It's going to stretch you. It's going to take you out of your regular box, because it surely took me out of my box. I can tell you that. It took me out of my box. And I like being outside of my box. I didn't know I was a little low-key comfortable in my box. But then I started stepping out of my box and celebrating other people intentionally. Why? Because I gave myself the capacity by beginning to celebrate myself. When I began to celebrate myself and I started liking it, I say, oh my gosh, I can give this same gift to other people. Isn't that wonderful to be able to give someone a gift, whether it's tangible or not? The non-tangible ones is by verbal cues, a smile, looking them in the eye and giving them peace and joy and speaking life into them. And then there are the little bitty things that make the entire day. Look, you got a coffee drinker in your midst. You need to be trying to check out the coffee cups. See what it say. Make it do what it do. I mean, if that's what they're into, that's their language. And learn to pay attention to that. I think we more so check to see. Some of us do pay attention to that, but we pay attention to that with the wrong motive. We pay attention to what other people like so that other people can do what we do for them. And that's not the right heart. When we begin to see what God sees in us, we begin to walk in a form of celebration. When we begin to see what God sees in others, we have the capacity to celebrate. But if someone does not ever celebrate you, it means nothing. You recognize what the value that you carry, and you implement steps, whether anybody sees them or not. Easier said than done, I know it's true, but it's still necessary for you to move forward in celebration of your gifts, your talents, and you celebrate with your treasure. Celebrate who you are. Now, what does that look like to you? Maybe celebrating who you are means to write something down. Celebrating who you are may mean go join a gym. Celebrating who you are may mean finally doing something for yourself personally, whether it's getting your hair done. That could be a celebration. Whether it is investing in a good pair of shoes, or maybe just spending time with yourself and turning the television off. I don't know. What is your language? Celebration has to be what you love. Whether it is a glass of wine, some cheese, and some grapes. Maybe that's a celebration for you. But how do you celebrate others? You celebrate others based upon how you celebrate yourself. And don't lie to yourself by celebrating other people way more than you celebrate yourself, because that's not being truthful. Let's learn to celebrate. Now you go have a good day.